Brother. True respect is never shouted. It is felt before you open your mouth. It walks into a room 3 seconds before you do. It lingers in the air long after you've left. Most men spend their lives begging for respect with loud voices, flashy watches, and forced swagger. A Stoic man does the opposite. He says less, moves slower, and controls more. He knows that the smallest public behavior, your posture, your tone, the way you react when disrespected, broadcasts your worth louder than any words ever could. Marcus Aurelius ruled the known world yet wrote to himself every night. At dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, tell yourself, I have to go to work, as a human being. What do I have to complain of, if I'm going to do what I was born for? That same emperor walked through Rome without bodyguards, because his presence alone was the guard. Today you will learn the 8 things a Stoic man never does in public. Not because he is afraid, but because he has already won the only war that matters, the war inside himself. Lock in. This is not advice. This is initiation. He never raises his voice to prove a point. Anger is noise. Control is silence. When every man around you is shouting to be heard, the Stoic speaks once, quietly, and the room turns. Seneca, he who shouts has already admitted he has no authority. A raised voice is a confession that you have lost emotional sovereignty. The Stoic man lets others exhaust themselves. He preserves his energy, and with it, his power. One calm sentence delivered at normal volume cuts deeper than 10 screamed insults. He never reacts instantly to disrespect. Most men jump the second someone tests them. They take the bait and start swinging, verbally or physically. The Stoic pauses. 1 heartbeat. 2. In that pause he asks himself Epictetus's question. Is this in my control? 99% of public disrespect is not about you. It's about the other person's need to feel big. By refusing to react instantly, you deny them the fight they crave. You become the mountain. They become the wind that blows itself out. And everyone watching quietly files you under. Do not test this man. He never explains himself to strangers. You're in a coffee shop. Someone cuts the line. Most men launch into a speech, I was here first, I have places to be. The Stoic simply steps forward, locks eyes, and says one word, back. No story. No justification. Explaining yourself to people who have already shown they don't respect you is like trying to teach a rock to swim. Waste of breath. Your time is imperial currency. Spend it only on those who have earned it. He never fiddles, fidgets, or looks nervous. Hands in pockets, rocking on heels, touching face, checking phone every 10 seconds. These are silent broadcasts, I am uncomfortable in my own skin. The Stoic stands like a statue that happens to be alive. Shoulders relaxed but square. Hands still. Phone stays in pocket. He occupies space unapologetically. This is not arrogance. This is ownership of the body he trained, the mind he mastered. He never laughs to fill awkward silence. Weak men use nervous laughter as a shield. The Stoic lets silence do the heavy lifting. When a joke falls flat, when tension rises, when someone tries to embarrass him, he does not rescue the moment with a fake chuckle. He lets the discomfort sit exactly where it belongs, on the other person. Silence, when wielded by a calm man, becomes a weapon sharper than sarcasm. He never overshares or trauma dumps in public. Some men treat every conversation like a therapy session. They vomit their past, their insecurities, their wounds, hoping for pity or connection. A Stoic knows. Your deepest struggles are sacred. They are the fire that forged you. Do not hand them to strangers to be trampled. Speak of accomplishments lightly. Speak of pain never. Mystery is armor. He never chases people who are walking away. You're at a bar, restaurant, street corner. Someone turns their back mid-conversation or walks off disrespectfully. Most men follow, pleading, arguing, trying to win the last word. The Stoic lets them go. He does not chase. He does not raise his voice to call them back. By walking away first in spirit, he wins the encounter before it even ends. The frame remains his. The power remains his. He never apologizes for having standards. I'm sorry, I don't drink. I'm sorry, I don't stay out past midnight. I'm sorry, I don't tolerate disrespect. Stop apologizing for discipline. A Stoic man states his boundaries once, calmly, without sorry. The word sorry is reserved for when he actually wrongs someone. Not for living by principles higher than the crowd. Brother, these are not rules. These are the operating system of a sovereign man. When you remove these 8 behaviors, something invisible but massive happens. People start speaking about you in a different tone. Women look twice. Men lower their voice when you enter. Opportunities arrive without you begging. Because respect is not requested. It is recognized. Marcus Aurelius, while plague raged and enemies circled Rome, wrote to himself. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. That strength is quiet. That strength is slow. That strength does not perform. And that is exactly why it commands. So starting today. Speak less. Move slower. React never. And watch how the world bends, quietly, unconsciously, to the man who has already mastered himself. This is Stoic Empire. This is where boys become men. This is where respect is no longer chased, it is inhabited. If this transmission hit you in the chest, do 3 things. Drop in the comments, respect is commanded in silence. Smash the like button like it owes you money. Subscribe and ring the bell, because every video is another layer of unbreakable armor. Your empire is not out there. It is built, brick by brick, in the way you carry yourself when no one is filming. Rise calm. Rule quietly. Never break. Stoic Empire. Out.